If you watched my previous video on selling a tenanted property, you would have seen the challenges from a seller's perspective. But these challenges present buying opportunities if you are willing to consider a tenanted home. In this video, I will outline 4 things to consider when buying a tenanted property. If this is your first time here, I'm Nawar Naji, a real estate broker in the city of Toronto. In these videos, I share market insights, how government policies impact the housing market, and give you tips whether you are a seller or a buyer. Make sure you like and subscribe, and feel free to reach out via the link below this video. All right, back to buying a tenanted property. Here are 4 factors to consider. 1. Buying opportunity. Since the property will likely not show as well as a proper staged home, some buyers will have difficulty in seeing the potential of the home, envision living in the space, and how it will function for their family. Having less interested buyers is a buying opportunity for you as a buyer to negotiate and avoid competing against other potential buyers. Less competition equals reasonable purchase price. 2. Lease term. Buyer beware. If you're buying a tenanted property and the tenant is within the lease term, you can't ask them to leave. For example, if the tenant is 4 months into the 1-year lease agreement, you will not be able to ask for vacant possession, even if you want to move in. You are required to assume the tenant and complete the term before asking them to vacate. Make sure you review the existing lease agreements when negotiating the purchase of the home. 3. Closing date. One clause buyers should put into the agreement of purchase and sale is the seller issuing the N12 notice to the tenants and you, as a buyer, getting a copy of that N12. There have been cases where tenants do not move out for a variety of reasons. As a buyer, you have 2 options to consider. Do you delay the closing if the tenant doesn't move out, or do you assume the tenant and deal with them? It's important to address this in the negotiation process upfront. 4. Condition. Selling a tenanted property does not allow the seller to complete repairs and touch-ups before putting up the home for sale. Make sure you budget for repairs after closing to address any required work. Another item to consider is junk removal. I have had cases where the tenants moved out the day before closing, and on closing date, there was lots of junk left at the property. It can cause an issue, as the seller will have no time in removing these items, and it's something that needs to be documented in the agreement of purchase and sale on who will be responsible for the removal of junk that is left at the property on closing day. You can see from the above reasons why some buyers stay away from tenanted properties. If you are a savvy buyer with thick skin, backed by a real estate agent who has dealt with these situations, there is a buying opportunity not to be passed if the home matches your criteria. I hope you found this video informative, and don't hesitate to connect via the link below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.